So let's talk about which legal departments I believe will be completely decimated by AI. Hi everyone, my name is Ariana The Techie. I've been in tech for 15 years, since I was 15 years old as a software engineer, and built 3 different tech companies and raised millions of dollars in venture capital. Okay, so I am using ChatGPT right now to talk about what are the different departments in a law firm, because again, I'm not an attorney, this is not legal advice. This is just me sharing my perspective. So I think two of the most obvious, honestly 3, maybe 4 of the most obvious to me are definitely tax attorneys for sure, mergers and acquisitions. Real estate law can be very interesting when it gets down to like zoning. The whole finance department at law firms, 100%. Like I just actually met a woman most recently, and they completely decimated their entire financial department. Marketing departments, obviously, like there are tons of like marketing apps. I think marketing teams are just going to get smaller and smaller, although there will always be a human touch. Like I think of all jobs, like marketing and marketers, like there'll always be a lead there, even if it's like a solo person or 2 people and it's like 20 different AI agents. But M&A for sure. Family law, I did a video about this on my page, and there's some people were going back and forth about family law. I think that's the one that is like where it's just more complex, because it's like you kind of have to speak to the child, right? Or whatever. Again, I'm not an attorney, so I don't know all this stuff. I'm just thinking through my lens of as a software engineer, like how would I automate somebody's job? And so, yeah, I mean, pretty much no attorney, I think, should feel safe. I think like what's going to happen is attorneys are going to have teams of agents, and you all are like to be frank, there will be no, I think it'd still be beneficial to have a law degree, because when AI gets it wrong, which eventually, soon it'll have absolute perfection. But when AI gets it wrong, because of your law degree, you have an expertise that can make a correction, be like, hey, this should say this, or no, your response should be this. So that I still think that having a level of that will is relevant. But I think even law schools are going to evolve. I think that law schools are eventually going to end up offering like certification programs where you can know enough about particular law subjects, and then you hire agents to do the work, unless you actually have to go and show up to court. Right. And so, yeah, these are just some thoughts that I have. Very curious about what you all think, what you attorneys think about, just the near future that we're in. But I think that the point is, like, I want people to feel concerned, because the future is coming. The future is now for sure. Like, please don't think like it's not going to happen, or that your job can never, any of our jobs can be replaced, even mine. But I think it's more so about getting you all thinking ahead, and you begin to think, how can you automate things? How you can make things better for, legal firms, attorneys all over the world. So anywho, curious to hear you all's thoughts. Oh, still going.